my dear Aquarius. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of May with me, Kuna Cups Tarot. And I hope you like the new Taurus display depicting different cultures that worship the cow or the bull through the last thousands of years. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a 4 elements reading up. Message from my angels and spirit guides for the full members to this channel. And next big life change that's coming my way is up for all the members, where we reveal what message that comes through from the divine. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for April to get a context, and this is the prediction for May. I will start reading your cards, and I'm using the Radiant White Spirit Tarot, Wise Spirit, sorry. When I open your deck here, I see 7 of Swords with the Tower, so it seems like someone was caught in a lie, or you were able to see the deceiving acts of a certain person. Okay. I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Hermit together with the Tower. So I think this insights that you have gotten about this situation has come from introspection, from really starting to see what's the root of my problems. And part of the root to your problems might have been that you weren't able to see the reality, or you didn't want to see the reality about certain issues. Here comes kind of the eye of God and blows up this tower, and the crown is falling. So you might have had very high expectations of a person, and they weren't able to be fulfilled. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. We had Hermit before, now we have 8 Strength card. So it shows that you are at least growing from this situation. So even if it's not nice to have see the truth about the person, if it's a negative truth that we wanted to avoid, it's still you growing and possibly being able to get to know yourself better and what you truly want, instead of settling for second best. Okay, here we have also a Queen of Wands. This one to show itself as well. 6 of coins and still the Tower. So Queen of Wands. It's almost as if you are able to see the truth about people. It's easier for you to be truly kind to them. Sometimes also tough love is needed in certain situations, and to let a person escape with their lies, or you kind of agreeing to them about not questioning their lie or their deception is not good for them either. So 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. So I will tune in here for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in May. This is the new bottom of the deck, and it shows your strength, your ability to face the music or face the truth and take the consequences of that truth, or take necessary decisions accordingly to that truth. So not just being hopelessly in love with someone, but actually being able to see them for who they are. Even if we see a person's negative trait, doesn't mean we have to break up with them. It just means we have a better understanding of the problem. This is the old bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. I'm seeing that you were dissatisfied with the situation and really started to question a lot of things, being a little bit bitter, and therefore starting to question things and seeking the truth, which led to this epiphany or tower moment when we were able to see the ugly truth in its whole appearance. Okay, this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. And this is the situation with this person. This is what's on their mind with you. And this is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for May, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation here, and we have the Fool. So the Fool is a child, and we also saw the Page of Swords being a child. I'm thinking you are reconnecting with the parts of you that you haven't really listened to before. Maybe your conditioning got in the way for you to listen to your inner child. When we are a child, people tell us, don't do that, don't do this, don't say this, don't sit like that. And we alter ourselves to satisfy our environment or our surrounding. But with the Fool here, together with the Page of Swords that we saw, I think you are cracking free of that old conditioning and becoming more yourself. And this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. It seems as even if you have caught them red-handed or see the ugly truth about them, as you are recognizing your inner child and its needs and the respect that we ought to give it, I think that you also have respect for the other person. Even though you see the truth about them, you are able also to see what made them like this, or what got them to behave like they do. We saw the Queen of Wands together with the Six of Coins and the Tower. And this Knight of Pentacles is much like a combination of the two, is what I'm feeling here. As if you have patience with the other person, and you see that there's things that they need to work on, and you give room for them to work on these issues. And this is what's on their mind with you. And we have the Emperor here. So I feel they also feel as if you are, right behind them in their heels, really figuring out what it is that they are doing. And they don't feel content with this. They were much more happy when they think that they had you kind of duped, or when they thought that they could manipulate you. So they're not in a very in a stage where they are easy to model. They are more in this stage where they resist the truth, that you now know the truth. So we'll see where it goes with that, but it's pretty stubborn. The Knight of Pentacles can be stubborn too, but it's more gently stubborn. It's just, no, it's not, I'm not going to change my mind, but it's not about forcing one's will upon a person. I feel like this person is a little bit angry here. Two of Wands, putting up a wall, or I feel like this comes from the Emperor. When they are caught red-handed with the hand in the cookie jar or doing this thing, it's like you both are dealing with your inner child aspects. Okay, so this person probably have got a lot of negative treatment, or negative, like people have approached them very negatively when they have done something that the surroundings seem to think were wrong. So therefore this person has started to lie and hide what they are actually doing, so that the parents or the surrounding aren't able to see what they are doing, so they don't have to get the consequences of their negative actions, but they can still get away with kind of being themselves or doing what they want to do. And now when they see that you can see right through their lies, they are not entirely happy with that, and they might be angry with you and accuse you of things, or ghosting you or keeping you on an arm's length distance or saying a lot of no to you. No, it's not like that. Or no, it's not the truth. You have gotten all wrong. But it's just they don't want their survival technique to not work anymore. So they're trying to almost like gaslight you a little bit. Tell you that no, it's not how you think it is. So, and here we have you with the 6 of Wands. We also saw the 6 of Coins earlier. So you seem to be filled with hope because now you have seen the truth, you know what's wrong, and you feel hopeful that you are going to be able to communicate with this person and possibly fix it by being like a good example for them. Not telling them that they are wrong or that they shouldn't have done this, but, you know, just exposing them, just saying, I see what you are doing there, and this and this and that and that. So you don't seem particularly upset. It's more as if you have seen right through both yourself and the other person, and you feel confident how to deal with this situation. And probably because you can recognize yourself a little bit in their behavior. Your strategy was probably to conform and become more easygoing for the surroundings. So you actually did what they told you to do, while this person did it in another way. They, instead of conforming, they continue to do the things that wasn't allowed, but they did it behind the scenes. But we can see that this person here isn't happy with this. They are very upset with being caught and with you being able to expose them. So it makes them really angry. The 8 of Cups, however, it's a continuous cycle. This person walking away and then possibly regretting coming back. It's like a boomerang. You try to throw it away, but it comes back. But it's definitely, they are not happy. And if you are accusing them of the things that you have seen, they might accuse you back just to, it's this with the gaslighting again, trying to tell you that it's not how you think, because they want to keep the lie intact, because that's important for them. This is your behaviors and attitudes. A Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, it's a person that has a lot of wisdom. They have gone through a lot of hardship and a lot of challenges and mastered them once in a time. But they have decided to go down and face these challenges again together with humanity. And therefore, they have a lot of understanding for other people's hardships. And they are here to help people do what they once did. So I think that you are very well dealing with your inner child and childhood pain and all children get traumatized one way or the other, and you have been dealing with them in a way that you can actually help others to deal with their crap too. So therefore it feels like you're very patient towards this person. You understand their reaction, you give them space, you don't force yourself upon them, but you are there if they are willing to do the necessary work in this relationship. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. So now it's their turn to go into hermit mode and, look at themselves as you did. You were probably not happy in the relationship. You felt as your needs weren't getting met, and that reality and, what the other person said really didn't match. So you felt probably a little bit anxious, probably a little bit almost like hanging loose in the air like this. Didn't know exactly what to do. But you went inside to the hermit mode, and you found that you needed to heal your inner child. You needed to find that respect for the core of you, the person you were when you came. Star sun. So that person that came was exactly as God has sent you to earth. Okay, we need to learn certain things. Children can be awful towards each other, but sometimes I believe they are awful to each other because and the surrounding is awful to them and they take it out on each other. But it doesn't have to be the whole story. Some things, children just need to learn certain things about the human condition and living on earth. Don't throw sand in the eyes of other people, for example. But other things might be unnecessary to know or to learn. It's just we are learning the same stupid crap that our parents were taught when they were children, and it might not even be, helpful or make anyone happy. It's just this is how we have always done it. Those kind of things the fool leaves behind. Okay, it just drops it as old clothes and move further into the future. So I think you have already done this process to a great extent, and now it's this person's turn to go into this process as a part of your tough love of not blinding yourself to the truth, saying things as they are, which is kind of catching this person with their pants down and making them feel caught or exposed, which also makes them angry, and they stomp away. But they stomp away and they will have to look at themselves. So this major arcana card says that kind of the divine has them in their hands right now, so they are dealing with them. This is the outcome for May. So we can see that we are dealing with childhood issues of not feeling good enough, of feeling as if nothing I can ever do is ever good enough. I'm never being worthy of love. A person like this might do a lot of self-destructive, stupid things just to heal themselves. It's as playing car accident over and over. If you have felt as if you weren't unconditionally loved by, for example, your parents, because they wanted a child that was, nicer, better looking, calmer, said nicer things, did nicer things, kept themselves maybe on the ground instead of climbing trees, things like this. The child can feel as if they are not worth loving. But they're trying to heal this by proving that people can love them unconditionally. So they do a lot of stupid things towards their surrounding and see if they stick around. And for you, it seems as if you're sticking around, but you're also having certain demands on them. You don't let them treat you badly. So you put boundaries, but you also, if they decide to be nice towards you, you are still there. Okay, so I will see what's going on with this person. I can't love you in the way you deserve right now. No, because they want to lie and you don't want to have a person lying to you. And they feel as the lie is important because it makes them being able to be who they are. But behind the mask, they can act like a certain person out in the world, but on their own side of things, they can be themselves and kind of laugh a little bit about all the easily fooled people in their surrounding. I have father issues, so it might be that they have had a strict father that, or a male archetype that has in some way made them feel as if they weren't lovable the way that they were born. It can come from male self-hatred, that when a male sees a young boy, they see themselves and all the rascal or or all the things that they did that they feel like they shouldn't have done, and they start to become very angry with that boy and try to make them behave in a very precise way to avoid becoming like them. So it's almost like they try to protect the child from going through the things that they have gone through, but it's actually all wrong. So they try to protect the child from getting not loved by the world. So they're trying to drill them into behaving in a organized fashion and a responsible fashion, but it just repeats their own old karma. Where they felt that they were really ridden by someone or a lot of people, and they weren't able to be loved and everyone was against them. And now they're letting this boy that's in front of them, either it's their child or someone else's child, experience the same, but they do it like to protect them being from or trying to help them become more loved, but they just feel less loved by this. So this is what I'm feeling with this father archetype, that this person just tried to, you know, tell them, you need to behave like this if you are going to be able to have people that love you. This, they could have as well have said that, but instead they were kind of writing this person's like writing them. It doesn't have to be this is a male archetype, but it doesn't have to be a male on this side. It's the same story, but different body. Okay, we are a bad match. You are a bad match because you can catch them when they are lying and they don't appreciate that. So they might say that you are a bad match and walk away, but they're just not appreciating not being able to lie to you anymore, at least. For me, money is important. I'm healing my broken heart. Money, I feel accountability, that you want a person to be accountable and to, you know, the energy that they say they're going to provide, that's the energy that they will provide. I'm healing my broken heart by seeing to the people in your surrounding are accountable. And you are becoming more accountable yourself, so it's only fair. And everything reminds me of you. So you're still very into this person, and it seems as if you're not turning your back towards them at this time. I was in my own head. I think this is past tense, because now I'm seeing that you're very kind of grounded and in your soul. But before, when you were anxious and you were trying to make this person behave in a certain way, you were in your own head and you were trying to squeeze something out of a person, what they weren't able to provide. I won't give up on us. I think for the symmetry, 4 cards there, 4 cards there, I think this is from this person, that it talks about the 8 of Cups, that eventually they will see things your way. Doesn't mean that you need to wait for this person. It just means that they will see things your way one day. Okay, so I will see outcome here was the 5 of Pentacles. So door to spirit. This is traditionally people that's kind of locked outside the rich man's door. Door to spirit. And I think it's a lot of children in the world, or people that have grown up from being children, that has felt this way, that the only way for me to be loved is if I changed and become someone else. And a man holding a coin. The question is, will this person be able to be responsible towards the people that they love because they want to be responsible, not because they want to be loved or want to test if they can be unconditionally loved by not doing that, but because they have become accountable and because they have become a person that's doing something nice for someone else because they want to do something nice for someone else, not because they need to do it to be allowed to be a part of society, but because they want to make the other person happy. So this is becoming accountable. So we can see how one thing often makes the other thing impossible, because if we feel as if we're not loved for the person we are, we start to rebel against the kind of idea of a person that people want to superimpose upon us. This is how you should be. So we don't want to be that, and we are doing revolution and revolting, and we hurt people in the process. But if we can go the full lap and becoming our true selves, we can take the conscious choice of doing something nice or being nice or acting nice towards other people, not as please love me kind of thing, but because we have become accountable, we have grown to grown up, mature people that's doing nice things for others because it's the right thing to do, not because someone told us that we should do it. And this is what I'm seeing. I can see that you have already kind of learned this. This is like man holding a coin. We can see this man holding a coin. So this person has already, if you are on this side, has already learned this, and here this is hopefully going to happen, but it's like a schedule or a plan, but it doesn't have to be, sorry, it doesn't have to be the truth just because of that. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the reading, What Do They Want to Happen Between You, and the love reading for April to get more information about this situation. You can also watch the reading Love Prediction in the playlist for your sign on the first channel page to learn more. If you want to see new and exclusive readings from me, you can watch the channel Normal Reading in advance and ads free. And you can become an extended member by becoming an extended member to this channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal questions readings for elements readings, and all signs readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Thank you for watching this far. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when a new video is out. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy and stay blessed. Bye for now.